Played for the Jets in a very tough, hard era of rugby league. The name Manfred Moore.
Fuck Manfred Moore. Anyway, what I'm going to say is when I come here today, I didn't know what was going on. I thought this looks like an illegal mental league function or weekend detention. So I don't really know. Anyway, what this is about and what Dean's done, mate, it's absolutely brilliant. We're all just talking here as friends and just mates. I see Ray Blacklock, mate, he's brilliant. He's faking it, I know that. He said, I can move me fucking arms, don't worry. Hello, Ray. Hello, mate. Sorry about that.
It must have been an interesting time in the late 70s for the Newtown Jets. What was it like in those days, that latter period of the 70s for the Jets and rugby league in general?
Well, obviously, I was born and bred in Newtown. I live in the house I was born in. I killed my parents. But anyway, I live in the house I was born in. I was still there. And growing up in Newtown, down the 3 doors down was Bob Carnegie. 2 streets away was the Raper family. 2 doors up was Cole Casey. Cole Pierce was a referee there back then. And so, but everyone in the area was in the city. So I used to go on weekends, obviously, go to watch Newtown play. On a wet day, we'd slide on the hill from the scoreboard on cardboard, and then we'd go on the field and whack your hero on the back and then try and pinch the football or the corner post. Sometimes we did it, sometimes we didn't. But it was a great time growing up in that era.
When you started a club, every young bloke sort of looks at an elder statesman to look for advice, to look how to play the game, all that sort of stuff. Who was someone that you looked up to in the game early doors?
Well, I come from Jersey Flag, which is 16 and a half, 17, to train with these guys, and I was quite fit anyway. So we were doing these laps around the oval, and some guys would be up the front. But Cole Casey, I don't know if anyone knows him. But he's like me, no one knows me. So anyway, but Cole Casey and all them guys at local juniors, Barry Wood, and as I said, Bob Carnegie and all them, they'd grab the young bloke and tutor him as it was, and that's how it was back them days. It's not now, but that's how it was. You lived in your area you tried to play for, and I didn't go to any great heights. I had a couple of injuries, but I was very proud that I've got lifetime friends out of the rugby league that I had, and I was very happy about it.
Let's go to the 81 grand final. Missed it through injury. Must have been a tough one to sit out that day at the SCG.
I did sit out. I was on the bench.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Baz.
Anyway, but I played quite a few games that year leading up to the grand final, and it was for a local junior. It's unbelievable for a club when the Redonicas and the Grady's and the good players came and taught some of these young kids, and they taught Zigsworth and they taught other blokes how to be winners. And Tommy's contract was, don't come here to be Tom Redonicus, come here and just teach these guys how to win. And he did that, and it was brilliant. And I ended up being, not because he's Tom Redonicus, because he's a friend of mine, and he's a great mate of mine. And we're always together, and he's going for a bit of a hard time, and he's been at my place when he does his treatment. But anyway, that's what Newtown was. We were mates, and just like everyone here, you seem to be mates and all friends together, and it's a great episode to be through.
You mentioned the great mateship at Newtown. Is that something the modern game's missing? That sort of culture, that camaraderie among the players? Are they too individualistic now?
I really think it is. I thank God for Chicken Moore, who was late Chicken Moore, and a lot of other blokes who I used to go out and slap on the back and do whatever. But Chicken Moore gave me an opportunity when Newtown were kicked out the competition. He gave me an opportunity to coach in the Metropolitan Cup. Well, I trained first. I was the conditioner first year, and then 3 years after that, I was the coach. And we won not me, the players, won 3 competitions in a row, and 2 club championships and 2 minor premierships. But what they did, and that was not the success story. The success story is that every one of them players get to my house every reunion day that Newtown has a reunion day. 30, 40 of them. They get to my house, and then we go to Henson Park on the hill, and then whatever. and you don't want to know.
What happens on the field stays on the field. How did you how did you make the adjustment from playing to coaching?
Well, Newtown were kicked out. I was overseas at the end of season holiday with Newtown, and my father died. So anyway, I hurried back. Obviously, all your mates got together and got on the piss and watched girls throw ping pong balls out their pussies and all that. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. I didn't know. But anyway, they did that to me, and then I went home and and then I went home and we did whatever we do, and a manager, like, fuck me, why would I have a manager? Anyway, the manager rang up and said, mate, do you want to go to North Sydney? I said, fuck, I've never driven over there. So anyway, I went to North Sydney.
Once a year.
Yeah, well, anyway, I went to North Sydney. So, yeah, absolutely, and it was a great club, beautiful club. The coaches, the players, they were a great bunch. But unfortunately, 3-4 games into the season, we played against Canterbury and Mark Bugden, so we ended up getting up to North Leeds Club on the dream. And I said, fuck, let's just tackle that big bear in the foyer. And it was fucking massive. So anyway, Buggo said, do you want to go high or low? I said, no, I'll go first. So anyway, I crash tackled it, the head fell off, and anyway. So then North said, mate, you're a reserve grade captain. I said, okay, no worries. So we made the grand final in that year in reserve grade, and we played against St George, and Graham Langlands played in that game because he was coming back from, anyway. So then they said, oh mate, you can't look after yourself, let alone 12 others, so you better go. So anyway, then Ron Rulli went to South, is that right? Yeah, so Ron Rulli went to South, and he said, Murph, do you want to come to South? I said, yeah, the fucking rabbit would be easier. But anyway, so I went to South, had a lot of mates in South. I played junior league in South, Craig Coleman, all the boys, and it was great. So the first training session, first grade's out there doing ball work and all that, and I'm running around the oval. And Ron Rulli said, Murph, come here. I said, fuck, how easy is this? I'm in first grade already. He said, get off the oval. I said, yeah, all right, mate, no worries. So anyway,
Who were some of the great players that you played against, Cole?
Against? None of them were. No, I'm only kidding. South, Manly, whatever, marked a few big name players. And if that's the thing of my career, I don't mind. I don't mind marking Bob Fulton. I don't mind marking other people, whatever, all these guys. I don't mind doing that. But I tried to do what I did. I played probably 94 first grade games for Newtown, and extremely proud of it as a local junior, and extremely proud of it because then I had a bad injury, played bugger all for North City, great second grade, it was brilliant, but I went to South and played probably about 10 or whatever. I remember packing into a game and, what's his name, the hooker there, the big bloke, Farah, no, what's his name? I got it, I was like, Fenny, and I had to pack in his front row. Half time, I said, you're fucking kidding, mate. You just keep fucking hanging on me. He said, that's what hookers do. So, anyway, but we had a good time. We had a great time. They were a great bunch of blokes at South Sydney, and as were Newtown.
Except Mario.
Sorry?
Except Mario.
No, yeah, exactly. And we had some good. But then I went to coaching. Newtown got kicked out the comp, and we entered the Metropolitan Cup, which was a second-tier competition. I ended up Chickamore, and he's dead now, and a lot of other blokes said, well, what do you want to get involved in this? And I said, oh, all right, I'll be a trainer. So the first year, and we won the comp the first year in the Metropolitan Cup. I can't think it was coach, I can't think how I got here. But anyway, we got there, and then they said, do you want to coach a second grade? So I coached the second grade. We got beat in the grand final to Ziggy side. They fucking had 10 fucking blokes playing 300,000 a year. No, I'm only kidding. But we got beat by Ziggy's side, and then I coached the first grade side. And, well, it was just like telling your mates what to do, or if they don't want to do it, F off. So that's how these guys, I've got a bunch of guys bunch of 60 years young men who won 3 premierships in a row, 2 club championships and 2 minor premierships. And I couldn't be any more prouder just to stand beside. And every year, that claps for them, not for me. But every year we get together at my place. One thing I'd like to think that I'm in charge of is I made them lifetime friends. Like I was lifetime friends of the blokes I grew up with in Newtown and played with in Newtown. I still have Tom Redonics, I still have Graham O'Grady, still have Ziggy, I still have, anyway, a million. I'm not mentioning big names because who they are. Ray Blacklock, they all get to my place and we have a good reunion day. But anyway, then after that, Singer, after we won the 3 comps in a row, Singer said, mate, why don't you go and help Tommy out at West? And I'm going, fuck, mate, I've got... Anyway, whatever, he said, you won 3 comps in a row, just have a go with Tommy out at West. So anyway, I rang up Tommy and Singo paid for me to go there, 2,000. Cost me $5 grand all year to take the road up there. Anyway, so we've gone up there and I've turned up at the first training session. And Paul Langmack come up to me and said, Murph, thank God you're here, he's fucked this bloke. I said, what? He said, he's fucked this bloke, he's got no idea. I said, you fuck... Anyway, so I've gone back to Tommy's place for dinner after the training session. I said, Tommy, he said, why did you get rid of Craig Coleman? Why did you get rid of all these blokes? He said, you won 3 comps in a row, you fucking win it again. That was Tommy's defensive. And I said, Tommy, Langmack's stabbing you in the back. He said, no, it's not, it was Craig Coleman. I said, I'm fucking telling you, mate, it was Langmack. He's stabbing you in the back and he will... Anyway, so we got on through the season, Tommy was State of Origin coach then. And he gave the players to Langmack, which I don't mind, because I was a second grade coach. I thought there might have been a thing. Anyway, he gave it to Langmack. So the first training session, Tommy's gone out the room, he's put a speech on and said, I'm going to this. And anyway, as soon as he gone out the room, Langmack's gone, whatever he said, fuck that, we're doing this. Anyway, but then I said to Tommy, at the end of the year when he got pissed off, he got sacked, I said, well, I'm going with you, of course. He said, yeah, of course you are, I'm getting sacked, you're getting sacked. He said, you're not fucking staying here. So anyway, I said, well, mate, and he said to me, he said, mate, I'm really sorry. He said, you were right. I was stabbed in the back by not the bloke you said. Oh, sorry, by the bloke you said. Anyway, whatever. So anyway, I went back to Newtown. So I was coaching in the second grade competition. Newtown have to prostitute themselves to stay alive. Now they're with Cronulla. But when I went back, we were a feeder club to the Warriors, which is, how hard's that? Mark Graham, which I played with at North Sydney, not in the same team, second grade. But anyway, Mark Graham was, and he rang me up and he's gone, Murph, come over to New Zealand, meet the players. We're going to send 8 players every week on a Thursday. You pick them up, you put them in a motel. They play Saturday and they fly on Sunday. And I go, oh, fucking hell. Anyway, me and Chickamore, we'd pick them up. So this one time we picked these guys up, 5 or 6 of them, Mark Tukey, Warangi Kupu, Owen Guttenbill, Jerry Sisu, and the big fat bloke. Tukey, Mark Tukey. So anyway, So anyway, we've taken them to Yumcha, like Yumcha, fuck me dead. Anyway, we take the Yumcha, we're all sitting down and they're bringing out the food, then the bill come out, and Mark Tukey hit me on the shoulder and he said, this is where the haka starts. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? He's gone, got no money, got him. And that was a true story. But anyway, after the Kiwis, and we ended up getting to the major final. We beat Parramatta, we got beat by Parramatta in the final, and they won the grand final. And the coach ended up coaching Parramatta for years. I can't remember who it is. And then we were the feeder club to the Sharks. And I remember it was Raper. Yeah, it would have been Raper. Yeah, it was Raper who was the coach anyway. So we were there. So anyway, we played out at Penrith. He said, I'm going to send a mate of mine's son. What's his name? The Aboriginal bloke. Oh, I know. Fuck. No, fuck. Come on, this is a fucking trivia, isn't it? Who played the fucking wing? Don't not Peachy? His father's our mate. No. Come on, this is a fucking useless at trivia. You have a young... Tony Merritt's kid, very good. Grab a ticket, Anyway, it's Nathan Merritt. So anyway, it was Nathan Merritt. Raver said to me, he said, Murph, we're going to send... I'll tell you who the team was. The team was... I can't fucking tell you. Anyway, Nathan Merritt, he come back to us. And Raver said, mate, play him on the wing. I said, mate, he's not a fucking winger. He said, play him on the wing. That's when he come from South. Anyway, he said, forced him, he said, play him on the wing. I said, okay, all right, no worries. So we're at the ground and I said, Nate, when you go out there, swap positions with the winger to the fullback. So anyway, we beat Penrith about 58 to nothing. And he broke Newtown's records since whenever they were born, 1908. And he broke, anyway, Raver rang up, he said, how'd you go? I said, mate, he fucking broke Newtown's records, da-da-da. And he said, did he? He said, yeah. I said, but I played him fullback. So obviously I got the sack the next year. But anyway, mate, being with Newtown, being with rugby league, and like, there's people here who play a little bit of rugby league, whatever, same as me. It's a great sport, but what this is today, this is a very easy place to talk. If this was mental league, I'd be in base, I wouldn't even be asked. So, because I'm a nobody and I don't give a fuck.
Well, you are certainly a somebody, and you are absolutely everything that epitomises rugby league, Cole. The passion, the characters, the stories. It's why I got involved in the game as a fan. I'm sure that's why everybody here is here today and has been watching the game for so many years. Cole, an absolute legend, and a privilege to have you here this afternoon, sir. Cole Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, a Newtown legend. What a great guy. Okay, we've got some answers coming up, and Curdy will take the microphone.